Hey guys, right here I have a 2015 Škoda Fabia Estate 1.2 TSI SE. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. This Fabia Estate does have a 5-speed manual. And to start, put your foot on the clutch, insert the key into the slot right here, and twist the key like you would in a normal car. The third generation Fabia uses an electro-hydraulic rack and pinion power steering system. The SE trim gets a leather-wrapped steering wheel with sport grips at 10 and 2. A 5-speed manual is the only transmission that can be chosen with the 1.2 TSI 90 engine. To engage reverse, push the gear lever down all the way to the left and forward. Rear parking sensors are standard on the SE. The base of the gear lever and the parking brake lever are wrapped in leather as well. Safety features on the Fabia Estate includes 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force, distribution and brake assist, electronic stability control, anti-skid regulation, engine torque control, electronic differential lock, a tire pressure monitoring system, and mobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the outer 2 rear seats. An alarm system is standard on the SE trim and above. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, rear fog light, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The bonnet release is located to the left of the front passenger's footwell. "15-inch Monte alloy rims are standard on the SE. The rims on this car are wrapped in Nexen and Blue HD 185/60 R15 tires. The brakes are ventilated discs in front and rear drums. For the suspension, the front gets McPherson struts while the rear gets a torsion beam setup. The Fabia is Škoda's entry into the B-segment Super Mini category. The nameplate was first introduced in 1999 as a replacement for the Škoda Felicia. 3 generations have appeared since then, with the latest 3rd generation model debuting at the 2014 Paris Motor Show. Body styles common to all 3 generations are the 5-door hatchback and the 5-door Estate. The original Fabia had an extra body style in the form of a 4-door saloon. When compared to the 2nd generation, the 3rd generation model is smaller and lighter, but interior space has improved over the older model. The styling of the current Fabia is clearly influenced by its bigger siblings, the Rapid and the Octavia. Under the bonnet of this Fabia Estate is a 1.2 litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline-4 petrol engine with direct injection. This engine produces 89 horsepower between 4400 and 5400 RPM and 160 Nm of torque between 1400 and 3500 RPM. Acceleration to 62 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour from a standstill takes 11 seconds, and the top speed is 115 miles per hour or 185 kilometers per hour. The fuel tank measures 45 liters, and the combined fuel consumption for the Fabia Estate 1.2 TSI 90 manual is 60.1 miles per gallon or 4.7 liters per 100 kilometers. 107 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometer, and the Fabia Estate is a front-wheel drive vehicle. Three petrol engines, 3 diesel engines, and 4 trim levels are currently available for the Fabia Estate in the UK. Exterior features of the Fabia Estate SE includes manual leveling halogen reflector headlights, halogen daytime running lights, rear fog light, rear parking sensors, indicators on the side mirrors, body-colored door handles and side mirrors, and black roof rails. You do have a speaker down there together with a bottle holder and some storage. Right here you do have your window controls. The front windows in this car are powered, while the rear two windows are manually adjustable. And right here you do have your mirror controls. This car does have heated side mirrors. This button right here activates or deactivates the vehicle's automatic start-stop system. If you do have the system activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. And right here, this lever adjusts the level of the headlight. The driver's seat in this Fabia Estate SE does get full manual adjustments. This knob controls your seat back. This lever controls your seat height. And that lever down there controls your seat position. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. The Fabia Estate in SE trim does get very simple air conditioning controls, with all of the controls located right down here. To the left, you do have your temperature control, in the middle you do have your fan speed, and to the right you do have your different modes together with your front defrost. Right down here you do have your recirculation as well as your air conditioning buttons. Down below you do get a couple of cup holders, some storage, and right in there you do have your power outlet together with your auxiliary and USB ports. To the left of the hazard light switch you do have your electronic central locking button, and right here you do have your rear defrost button. The SE trim comes with the Bolero head unit that features a 6.5-inch color touch screen display, various media connectivity options, and 6 speakers for the sound system. I must say, the Fabia Estate does have quite a decent stock sound system. We are currently in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your current song playing information. You do have the title, artist, album, song duration. You can go back a song, go forward a song, play, pause. Hit the source button to bring up your list of media options. You do have SD card, Bluetooth audio streaming, USB, and auxiliary. Hit the selection button to bring up your list of folders, and hit the setup button to bring up your media settings. Right here you can access your sound settings with your volume settings, bass, mid, treble, balance and fader, your Škoda surround, as well as your virtual subwoofer. You can also activate your mix repeat, bring up your Bluetooth settings, remove safely a device, and bring up your traffic program. To the left, if you hit the radio button, you can access your FM, AM, and DAB digital radio menus, and under those menus, you can look at your list of available radio stations in the area, perform a manual tuning search, and all that. If you hit the media button, we basically go back to this menu. Hit the phone button to access your Bluetooth telephone menu. Right here, you can add up to 10 favorite numbers. And down below, you can dial a number, look at your contacts, look at your call lists, and bring up your telephone settings. Right here you can select the paired telephone, bring up your Bluetooth settings once more, and bring up your user profiles. Hit the TP button to bring up your traffic program. Right here you do have your volume and power knob. Right here you do have your tuning knob for the radio menu. This knob also allows you to go through the menus on the display itself if you do not want to use the touch screen function. Hit setup to bring up your system settings. Right here you do have your display settings, time and date, language, units, mobile device data transfer, restoring the system back to factory settings, and you can also bring up your Bluetooth settings, system information, and copyright information right here. Hit the sound button to bring up your sound settings once more. Hit the car button to bring up your driving data. Right here you do have your driving data since the last startup, driving data since the last reset, and driving data since the last refuel. Under these three menus, you do have the same set of data, just depending on what it says right above. And the data includes your distance traveled, elapsed time, average fuel consumption, and average speed. Right down here, you do have your range. Hit the selection button and you can select between driving data, your drive green information, and your vehicle status. Right here you do have your start-stop information, whether there is anything wrong with the vehicle, as well as your tire pressure loss indicator. Hit the media button and you can go back a song, go forward a song, as well as play, pause. And hit the setup button to bring up your vehicle settings. Right here you can activate or deactivate the vehicle's electronic stability control system, bring up your tire settings, driver assistance settings, parking and maneuvering lights, mirrors and wipers, opening and closing, instrument cluster settings, time and date, units, service, as well as restoring the vehicle settings back to factory settings. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your audio controls with your seat track buttons, your volume wheel. If you click the wheel down, you mute the system, and right here you do have your voice control button. On the right spoke, you do have your multi-information display controls. Use the wheel to go through the different sub-menus. Click this button to bring up your main menus, then use the wheel to go through the different main menus. And right here, this button brings up your Assistance Systems menu, and this button brings up your Bluetooth telephone menu. Apart from your telephone, you also do have your audio menu, again your Assistance Systems menu, your driving data menu, as well as your vehicle menu. Under your driving data menu, we do have your digital speedometer, average speed, distance travel, elapsed time, range, average fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption, oil temperature, speed warning, and back to your digital speedometer. Now, say we are in your average speed menu, you can see the since start down below. Click the wheel down and you can go between since start, long term, and since the last refuel. On the right stall, you do have your wiper controls, and on the left stall, you do have your indicator controls. You also do have your speed limiter controls on the indicator stalk. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. You do have a bit of storage below the parking brake, and you do have some storage behind the parking brake. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, and you do have your interior lights right above. Right up here, you do have a sunglass holder. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror, and the driver does get a grip handle. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. You do have a speaker down there together with a bottle holder and some storage. And you do have your window control right here. As mentioned earlier on, the rear windows in this car are manually adjustable. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is quite a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I do get about this much headroom. It is not the most spacious back here, but it is not that cramped either. At least the seats are nice and comfortable. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs. No rear center armrest for this one. But you do get grip handles on the ceiling with hooks for both sides at the back. Also on both sides are your interior lights for the rear. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad right beneath the Škoda badge. Boot space in the Fabia Estate measures 505 litres with the rear seats in place. Fold the rear seats and the boot space becomes 1370 litres. A cargo cover is standard, but the one in this car has been taken out. On both sides of the boot, you do have storage areas and hooks. To the left of the boot is a light and a power outlet, and underneath the boot floor is a bit of storage as well as the vehicle's toolkit and spare tyre. You do have adjustable headrests front and rear. The rear seats in this Fabia Estate do fold down. They split 60-40 when folding. And to fold them down, first grab the seat base and flip it forward. Then make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then locate the levers on either sides of the headrests, pull it, and then flip the seat backs down. You can move the seat belt out of the way if you do not want the seat belt obstructing you. You do have your window control right there. Down below you do have a speaker, a bottle holder and some storage. The front passenger seat in this car does get full manual adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as the driver's side, including your height adjustment. The glove box is of a nice size, however the inside is a bit weirdly shaped, as you can see, but you do get a cutout for a bottle holder right there. Grip handle for the front passenger, and the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2015 Škoda Fabia Estate 1.2 TSI SE. Thanks for watching and goodbye.